Hello, happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. After last night and then tonight, it's been crazy. Tonight was just really busy. Nothing like too crazy happened. This one guy came in and he was so high that he could not remember the pin to his Venmo card. And then he goes, "Oh wait, I think I have some money on my Cash App." And then he looks and his phone is dead, so he can't use that. And he's like, shit." And fortunately, he had met some friends of his, like in the store. Like some other guy came in that they recognized, and they were supposed to meet up at some point that night. So he's like, "Can you spot me for this, and I'll pay you back?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he still got his stuff, but it was really ridiculous. He was so high, he could barely even ask me what he wanted. Like he wanted the backwoods cigars, but he couldn't remember like which one, and he'd be like, "Oh wait, can I get a 5 pack?" And then I'm like, "Okay." And then he's like, would like do something else and like be looking down and then look up, and he's like, "Oh wait, you got this sweet aromatic one. Can I have that one?" And I'm like, "Do you want instead or do you want both?" And he's like, doesn't answer. And then I finally got a straight answer from him. He got one of each of the like the 1 packs of each. Like he changed his mind about what he wanted like 4 different times. It was like pulling teeth to get the information from him. Like, bro, just tell me what you want. Holy shit. Ridiculous. And last night was crazy. So my goth friends came in right before 2 a.m. and I was like, "Oh shit, hey." And like they're like, "It's cool. We know you guys gotta close and all that, so we're just gonna chill right out here out front for a little while." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I'm like, "You know what? I'll leave the door unlocked. So if you need something from me, just like holler, right?" And they're the only people that I would trust to leave the door unlocked for, because they'll protect the front and they're not letting anyone in. But at the same time, I was like trying to rush getting through all of my stuff. And then as I'm mopping, this dude I've never seen before walks up and he's knocking on the door and he's like, "Hello, hello." And then they're trying to tell him that to leave. And like the dude, one of my friends was about to get up and be like, "Hey, they're closed." But then realized what the guy was saying was that he needed an ambulance, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So then like I went out there to deal with it, and like my friend called the ambulance, and like got the information out of him. His friend had his sister had fallen and like hurt her leg really bad, and she couldn't walk, and they're just kind of like hanging around. The dude was so high he could barely stand, but the sister was the one that was hurt. So he's like trying to tell us the information, and we're trying to relay it to the 911 operator, and it was the whole ordeal. And then I went out there and I waited. I gave her some water, and like I went out there and waited with them. Like when they saw the ambulance coming, flagged them down so they know like this is her, you know. And so they helped her out, and then she left, and the dude was still so high he could barely stand up, and he was just kind of like doing this and hanging around. And then I was like, I need to go and finish mopping and stuff. And he kind of just like and then started ambling away and walked along down the street, and I hadn't seen him since. So I no idea what's going on there. Hopefully she's okay. It sounds like it was just her knee or something like that, or maybe she twisted her ankle. It doesn't sound too bad, so they'll be able to fix her up pretty easily. And then so I'm like going back and forth between rushing and the cooler was all messed up, which I showed you guys. It's a lot better now, but it's still a little bit messy in there. So we're not bringing things back there and just kind of stocking what's in there. And fortunately, we don't go through stuff enough that it'll be empty if I don't do stocking tonight. So it'll be okay. It just, what a mess. What a mess. And we got new shelves too, which I think are awesome. It's gonna help so much because we used to have these stacked like on top of each other in the corner on the floor, which I think is a violation of the health code or something like that. But now we have these sweet shelves, and we have another one on the other side for the water, and that's doing. I really like the shelf, actually. It's gonna make things so much easier, and they've always been kind of stacked precariously. Plus, being in the corner is where it drips when it rains, so at least that's gonna stop. Although they did put some things like way up here that I'm now gonna have some trouble getting at, but that's fine. Yeah, so that's my night. Man, I have a lot of cleaning to do tonight because I kind of slacked a little bit last night because there's so much going on. But tonight was really busy, but mostly chill. I can handle that. Just one more night to go. And then I'll have a weekend and I can relax. And I'm so looking forward to relaxing. Alright, well, have a wonderful Thursday and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.